guys.
Hey, how was your break?
Break was great. Yeah, it's good. It's good to be back though.
Did you do anything just different just to get away from that you don't do?
Hung out in Tucson. That's where I live. So just hung out with my family, and had a great time.
You think the timing in terms of how the guys have come back from that break, it helped them?
I mean, I think so. I think the guys needed a break, and and I think the staff needed a break. But it's good to be back, and we had a little bit of a laundry list of things that I was hoping to clean up or add to the mix. That you're just not able to do when you're playing a stretch of games. So hopefully we're going to push the right buttons and be ready to play well on Saturday.
Any things on that list you can share with us?
Nope. Absolutely not.
So are you, did you use yesterday and today to work on those specifically as opposed to
Yeah,
ASU?
I mean, we practiced. We practiced. I mean, you're always working on yourself, and you're always preparing for the next opponent. So we didn't do anything out of the ordinary that we wouldn't normally do during when you have a stretch of 3 or 4 practices in a row.
Did you pay much attention to the San Francisco game?
I mean, obviously, I think we had a team dinner that night, so we didn't get to see it, until we got it on film. And I mean, to me, it's just, I chalk that up to, probably closer to an anomaly. I mean, the USF's, obviously having a good year, and they played really well that night, and ASU didn't. And I know how that feels to go on the road and just have one of those lackluster performances. So, I would chalk it up to an anomaly.
What has made ASU strong defensively this season?
Well, they're aggressive. They're aggressive, and they're handsy. They take chances. They play with great effort, and they got rim protection behind all of that. So that's usually a pretty good formula.
From what you've seen, did they compare it all last year? I know they got some key transfers.
Listen, I don't know the inner workings of their program or how it feels, on a day-to-day basis, but I mean, there's definitely some similarities in just the effort and energy and the scrappiness they play with. I think people forget last year they played really well, towards the end of the season and got it rolling, and I think they just kind of continued that trend.
What about that? Reflecting back on that game you played up there last year, you got down really big early and then came back. You were back in it by middle of the second half.
I just think both teams made runs at the start of the game and then kind of evened out, and for a while, then luckily we were able to pull away. I mean, because sometimes that happens on the road. For whatever reason, you get off to a slow start, and luckily our guys were kind of able to respond with a run of their own.
You've coached in a lot of places. Is there a road environment that sticks out?
I mean, listen, I love going on the road. I really do. I mean, I think it's great for your team. I mean, it's obviously challenging, but I think it's always great to go on the road trip and hang out together, and you get a little extra time to spend with the guys. You get you just have closer proximity to them. I don't go home at night. I'm in the same hotel as they are, so you get to see each other a lot. So I think it's really good to bond as a team, and that's one of the reasons I love going on the road. And the other thing I love is the challenge, because you got to be airtight on the road. You can't go and you can't be sleepwalking. You can't go and think that you can throw the ball over the gym and just being at home is going to solve the problem. So to me, it's the ultimate challenge in college basketball is going to win it on the road.
Now that you're at this point in the season, what would you like to see out of your bench moving forward?
I mean, I just want to see him to continue to develop and get better. I mean, I love players getting better. I understand it takes time. And, obviously our bench was really good for us last year, and our bench has been good for us at points this year. So, I'm honestly not losing a bunch of sleep, over, their production or this or that. I mean, I'm just trying to win the next ball game. And however that plays out, if that's, playing 10 guys, if that's playing 5 guys, whatever it takes to win the next ball game is what I'm going to focus on.
How do you use what happened in the Utah game as a teaching tool for the next road game?
Well, I mean, I think you just got to tell your guys you can't go out and play with no effort, no energy, and expect things to go your way. And you got to be aggressive. And so in that game, we were none of those things, and we were playing catch up the whole time, and it just we ran into a team that played a lot better than we did that day. So we can't let that happen.
Your thoughts on the Pac-12? I mean, at this point, kind of heading into the traditional 18 games.
I mean, listen, I'm still new to the Pac-12, so I don't have great, I'm not a great reference, for the history or where we're at as compared to other years. I mean, to me, it looks like there's going to be a competitive league, and there's going to be a lot of hard games. And, I haven't really spent a bunch of time looking at the net ratings, but it looks like there's going to be opportunities to get quad 1 wins, which ultimately it's important. Those quad 1 wins, if you have an opportunity to stack those up within conference, I mean, it really can benefit everybody in the conference.
This week, well, when you only play a game on Saturday, obviously you're locked in on the issue, but Do you figure you'll flip on some of those games while you're?
I watch college basketball just like you guys do.
Yeah.
So if it's on TV, unless something really good's on the History Channel that that I'm really into, I'm gonna probably just flip it on to sports and watch college basketball. So yeah, I'll be watching the games, paying attention for sure.
Is there a way to put into words how difficult it is to win on the road in college basketball?
Oh my gosh, you guys are the wordsmiths. I'm definitely not, and I just know it's tough. I know it's tough, and I know it's a great challenge, and it's something you look forward to as a coach. You look forward to that challenge. You don't want everything easy, and I think that's important for your team to know. And you're not gonna get where you want to go as a program without being a good team on the road. So it's something that's definitely a priority for us.
Last question.
Have the veterans said anything to the younger guys about the importance and intensity of this ASU game?
We're treating it like any other game, and I know that's a cliche, but we're excited. We're excited to play it, and I think our guys are, for the most part, a pretty competitive group that understand what the moment is, and they're going to go out and play with great effort. I don't think we need to do anything above and beyond. Just hey, we're playing on the road at Arizona State, who's off to a great start. Let's go.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
You guys are easy.
Thanks, Tommy. Back to you.
I like that.
All right, guys.